Okay, today we're going to be talking about body paragraph structure. So, I like to use a technique called GYR, which stands for green, yellow, red. You'll see why in a moment. GYR is basically the math of language arts. It's just a formula that works for almost any paragraph. So G represents your first sentence, and it basically means you go. You get going on your topic. G for go, green for go. Y represents your middle sentences. This is going to be more than one usually. This is when you slow down, you take time to provide quotes, provide evidence and explanation. And then red, you stop and you conclude your paragraph or you transition to the next one. Okay? Every paragraph in a 5-paragraph essay boils down to a version of GYR. We did the intro paragraph notes the other day, so remember those. Topic, sentence, thesis, statement, closing, transition. Okay? It's green, yellow, red. We've already done this. We're just putting a name on it now. So green, we got right into what we were talking about, gave you an idea of what we were going to be talking about. Thesis, we slowed down, gave a little bit more explanation and detail in its couple sentences. And then closing, we wrapped it up and transitioned to the next one. So your body paragraphs are going to have the same basic structure. The first sentence is the topic sentence. Then your why sentence is going to be your textual evidence and support your topic sentence here. This is going to be your main quote, but then you need at least 3 whys to explain your quote, explain your quote, explain your quote, and connect to the topic. The good rule of thumb is having 3 sentences of explanation per quote. So if you're using 2 quotes, I would expect twice the amount of whys in here. And then you want an R for closing transitions. So this is called GYR because it's kind of like a stoplight. Green for go, yellow for slow down, red for stop. Okay, rule of thumb, I already said this, but you should have the most sentences in your yellow section, and every quote should have at least 3 sentences that help explain that quote. You cannot assume that we are in your mind and that the reader can read your mind. We can't. So the yellow is for you to explain why your quote supports what you're saying. So here is an example of a paragraph. Miss Snow's favorite kind of pizza is cheese pizza. Yesterday in class, she said, "I wish I could eat cheese pizza every day." This demonstrates that pizza is something Miss Snow likes to eat often. She likes it so much that she would prefer to eat it over any other food. She also specifies that she would like to eat cheese pizza, which indicates her preference for that specific variety of pizza. If a person desires to eat the same specific thing every day, then it is logical to assume that what they want to eat is their favorite food. So our topic sentence is green. Miss Snow's favorite kind of pizza is cheese pizza. Tells me right away we're talking about a favorite food, and the favorite food is cheese pizza. I'm not going to continue and talk about my favorite kind of dog now, because the topic sentence says pizza. And then we have yesterday in class, she said, "I wish I could eat cheese pizza every day." That would be like your quote. So I put a quote in there because you are going to use textual evidence from the book, The Secret Life of Bees, and it should generally be introduced in that first yellow sentence. However, you are not in my head, so I had to explain why this quote proves that cheese pizza is my favorite kind of pizza. So I used 3 more yellow sentences to further explain. I don't restate the same thing. Each one has to add something new, okay? This says that the quote is straight from my mouth and says I eat it often. And it says that I would prefer it over any other food, which leads me to believe that it has to be my favorite, and that I specified that cheese pizza is a favorite. I didn't say a different kind. So I added 3 new bits of information. And then lastly, the red one's going to transition you into the next paragraph. This particular sentence just kind of ends the thought process because it's the end of the paragraph. I don't have 2 more paragraphs on my favorite kind of pizza. All right, so far we have the intro has G, Y, and probably another Y or 2 and an R. And body paragraph is going to have G, Y, 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 R, at least. So if you do the math, based on this picture, you have 4 sentences, 4, 5, 6, you have at least 10 sentences done, okay? You're going to have probably more in the yellow. If you have more than 1 quote, you're going to need 3 more yellows. That's why some of you might find I need more than 1 quote and I need a lot more explanation, so I might need to break this into 2 paragraphs, and that's okay. But let's start simply with 1. All right, so today you're going to begin a GYR outline for your first body paragraph on your Google Doc that you've already shared with me. And I need you to label your GYR sentences with the appropriate color. I will be checking for this color coding for understanding. So I'm going to grade you on this, okay? So by Monday, this is due on Monday at 8 a.m., so really Sunday night, I'm going to log into your Google Docs that you've shared with me, and I'm going to be expecting a paragraph that basically looks like this, okay? A paragraph about your first reason of change for whatever character. I'm going to expect a green highlighted, or you can change the text color, topic sentence. I'm going to expect a quote in there, probably on the top part of the yellow, and then 3 yellows to explain, and then a red transition, okay? That is the expectation for your assignment. It is due on Monday. Thanks.